Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for. Every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Nice to see you. Welcome along to the Mulgrave Country Club. Welcome along to the Collingwood night. Great to see all these smiling faces. Nice and cosy in this room. It's like my lounge room at home, and it's great to have you all here. I want to start with just saying I think we need a little bit of a break from all the pundits, the social media armchair experts, the journos, and the media chasing headline grabbers. Let's just have some light-hearted footy talk, have some fun with these boys, chat about it in just a normal, refreshing way. That's why these shows are called That's Good for Footy. So I'd like to say welcome to That's Good for Footy. This is the family-friendly, live and interactive footy panel show. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The shows are for the passionate supporters. The shows allow you to see the players in a normal light. Let's get started. If you're after stats, differentials, inside 50s, clearances, stoppages, and the ins and outs, then you can get all that from all the other associated football-related websites, social media platforms, podcasts, and dedicated TV programs. This show is just basically it's like being mic'd up. You're going to get to see the players in a way that you haven't seen them before, in the locker rooms, that kind of stuff. It gives you access to the players in a different format. This is Collingwood show, May the 15th. Please welcome to the show. He's our first panellist. He was born on the 18th of July in 1995. He has played a total of 81 games and he has kicked a total of 55 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2018. When he plays for the Collingwood Football Club, he wears the number 14 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Darcy Cameron.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you, everyone. That's great. What a beautiful, warm welcome. That was lovely. As soon as he saw you all, he just went, smile, Cheshire Cat.
Thanks, guys.
Isn't it good? Nice walking out to this and seeing all those lovely smiling faces. Everything all right in your world, mate?
Beautiful, mate.
Cruising along?
Great to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, good to have you here. Let's get our second panellist out here. Please welcome to the show our second panellist. He was born on the 17th of July in 1998. He has played a total of 104 games and he's kicked a total of 53 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2017. When he plays for the Collingwood Football Club, he wears the number 1 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Patrick Lipinski.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side, they stick
Love it.
together.
Very nice.
To uphold the
Well done, guys.
magpie's
Thank you.
name.
It's so beautiful because I like, when the players come out, I've spoken to them out the back, so I've already said hello, but then I watch everybody's eyes and these kids down the front here are like, oh, wow. So welcome, congratulations. Nice of you all to come along and be part of it. Welcome, Patrick. Great to have you back.
Yeah, thanks. It's really good to be here. Can't wait for a fun night.
Yeah, good. Well, see, we don't have to go into any elaborate terms here. We're just going to get stuck in. I want to do it in our first little segment, boys. I want to do it in a segment which is called What About Me? All right, guys. Now, I know you both love your footy, but let's find out a little bit more about your journey to get here. What are your fondest memories of your love for football? Was it going with the old man to the football? Was it catching the train? Was it catching the tram? Was it going to suburban games of football? What's your first real love of football that you can remember?
Yeah, probably going the footy. Also, my old man taking me to the footy as a kid. I grew up in Western Australia in a place called Albany down south, and it was freezing cold, a lot like Melbourne throughout winter.
Okay.
And just him taking me there, and going out and tearing up under 8s or under 10s, and getting a hot dog afterwards was always my highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, nice memory. What about you, Patrick?
For me, it would probably be going to my brother's Auskick. So he was like 3 years older than me. So I'd always say he's about 7, I'd be 4 or 5, trying to join in and just have fun. And then from that, when I first started playing under 9s, that was a very, very fun time. And I remember, playing a couple games in some days because you're filling in for your older brother's team, and just really loved doing that. So yeah, probably those young days were really fun.
Good memories, really good memories. Yeah, I could appreciate that. When you were a kid growing up, did you used to get dressed up in your footy gear? Like, did you used to get full kit, socks, short,
100%.
jumper, run up and down the house kicking the football? Was that your...
Yeah, I think my first jumper was a Ben Cousins number 9 jersey. I used to run around with it everywhere.
Right.
Filthy. Mum had to wash it every day, pretty much. But loved it. Yeah, loved it. Wouldn't take it off.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, same for me. I was a big Bulldogs supporter, and my jersey, I had this guy called Jade Rawlings. So it was pretty niche, but he was a good player.
Yeah.
Number 24, I've still got that jersey at home. It's
Have ya?
nice and small, but yeah, I'd always be wearing that jersey, playing footy inside, outside, yeah.
I love it. Excellent. Do you remember getting your first football? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but if it was generally seems to be around about the time when you also maybe learnt to ride a bike. Can you remember either of those two things?
I don't remember getting my first football. I do remember getting something special though. I got a signed autograph from my dad. Went to a conference in Melbourne and met Nick Maxwell.
Oh, okay.
And he got a signed autograph saying, "G'day Darcy, good luck with it all. Can't wait to see you out in the G one day." So that was pretty special when I was able to come out to Melbourne, and I showed it to him just before I played my first game for the Pies, and he was working there still. So it was a really special moment.
Oh, let's go, mate. Excellent. Love it. Great story.
So I probably don't have something as good as that or as wholesome. I can't remember my first official footy, but I remember always trying to go to the bakery because at Brumbies they used to have these mini footies. We'd get these mini footies and we'd have them inside. So they're the little soft ones. So I remember just playing in with those inside and kicking them at the windows, and that was always good fun.
Excellent. Love it. Very nice stories. Did you used to collect footy cards when you were growing up? And if you did, or whether you didn't, can you remember ever seeing your first one of you and then maybe signing it? What was that? Was that a surreal moment?
Yeah, I was a massive footy card guy. I've still got them at mum and dad's in the booklets. Probably collected them from like prep to grade 5.
Yeah.
Would even go on eBay and try to get a few using mum and dad's credit card. But yeah, it was great fun, and I haven't really been on too many footy cards. So there's been a few like the select ones, which are always cool.
Can I ask us, have you signed a footy card?
Yeah, now with the grand final cards,
Yes.
people get them signed a fair bit, so that's pretty cool.
And what's that feeling like for you? Is it a surreal moment?
Yeah, it is really cool. Anything you see of yourself, even with someone who has your number on their jersey, that's always a little pinch me moment. So, it's really cool.
Good. Awesome. Das?
No, I wasn't a big footy card guy, but it was pretty cool seeing my first footy card. It's pretty embarrassing seeing the average disposals on it though. But no, it was cool to see it.
It's like skin fold test now. You're not allowed to have that either, are you?
Thank God.
How's that? What was more important when you were growing up? Was it when you were playing footy with your mates? Was it either taking a specky or kicking a miraculous goal? Which one would you be more consistent about doing, and which one would you prefer?
I was always had the height advantage, so I love taking the mark. So trying to take hangers as much as possible, and markers up was always my favourite game.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I was about to say the same. Playing markers up in the schoolyard, you'd always be trying to take hangers. Don't really do that anymore, but I'd much rather kick goals, I reckon. But
Nice.
it's good fun.
While we're on it, let's talk about it. Jamie Elliott's mark.
Yeah.
Thoughts on it?
Oh, silly. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, we had front row seats to that show, and it was so special. I think I had my hands in the air for 10 seconds, about the amount of time he was up there for. But it was just so awesome. He does it all the time, as you've seen over the years. But he's a freak of talent, and we're just
Unbelievable. How's he been since? Has he walked sideways to get through the door? Or?
No, he's pretty good, Jamie. He's very modest.
Yeah, he is.
He'll have a casual little joke about it, though, which we love.
Yeah, that's good. And Patrick?
Yeah, I just remember seeing him go up, and similar to Das, my hands just rose. And then obviously the beauty of having Instagram and TikTok, the video is just constantly on my feed. So I just kept watching it, kept looking at the photo. It was just ridiculous. Not many people in the crowd had even noticed that he'd taken it yet and weren't
Yeah.
showing. But it was just, it was outrageous mark. And
Yeah, absolutely.
very happy to
Brilliant.
play with him.
Yeah, I can imagine. What about at school during recess and lunchtime? Could you wait to get out into the playground to play football? Were you that conscious of it even from that age?
Yeah, I was always keen. Growing up at school, my friends and I played probably more basketball
Okay.
at recess and lunch, so we were probably more keen on playing basketball. But yeah, it was always the most fun part of the day, the
nice.
lunchtime, playing basketball or footy. So
Yeah, sport, always sport-minded, yeah.
Came in waves, I feel. You play basketball for a few months and then you'd play foursquare or tennis,
Yeah.
and then it'd be football,
Yeah.
and then you'd come back to the next period.
Just like seasons
sweating,
changing.
not paying attention as per.
Was there ever an opportunity for you to go down the basketball path because of your height? Was there ever any consideration, or it was not on?
I like to think I'm okay at basketball, but I'm really not. No.
And let's leave it at that. Yeah, okay. But speaking of school, you've just been nominated to be the captain, during PE, hypothetically here. One skins, one stops. You've got an AFL list to choose from, though. Your captain. Who's the first person from the AFL list? Any club of current day, who would you choose?
Gakos.
Oh yeah, you're going to say player or club? You mean?
Player.
Yeah. Oh, you've taken Nick,
Yeah.
so I'll take Bont. I reckon.
Yeah, cool.
He's
Yeah,
pretty
all
good.
right. He's been quite popular in that question. Yeah, good. Your first game is pretty significant, a very significant part of your footy journey, especially to all your family and friends. So much so now that it's done as a bit of a highlight package on social media. Do you remember where you were when you first were told that you'd be playing for the Collingwood Football Club?
For the Collingwood Football Club. Sorry, I thought you meant first game. Yeah.
Oh no, first game. I was referring to the Collingwood, but we can talk about first game.
Collingwood was fine. It was actually in COVID. So 2020 was, we just got out of our second lockdown, I think, that 6-week break. And it was the first game back against Richmond. There was no crowd there.
Yeah.
Bucks called me up 2 days before the game and let me know. I was in the car with my partner, and it was a very special moment. I almost shed a tear because I think it had been about almost 3 years between drinks. I played my first game, 3 years before that, and sort of just to get that extra opportunity was just special.
What a special moment. A surreal moment too, being in COVID, knowing that there's something we've never experienced before. What about you, Patrick? Can you remember?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago, my Collingwood debut, 2022. I had the whole pre-season and I was lucky enough to play round one. So I think maybe a couple of days before the game, Fly just got the whole team on the field at the end of the training, and he just announced to everyone that myself and it was Nick Dacos's debut as well that we were going to be playing. So it was a very cool moment.
Yeah.
And then because Nick was debuting, Peter Dacos presented his jersey, and then he got to present mine as well, which was pretty cool.
Awesome.
So that was very special, and couldn't believe I was actually playing for Collingwood. Yeah, it was great.
God, love it, mate. Wow. What about when you got to the club and you put the jumper on for the first time? I just want to get this moment. You realise you're not a supporter. You're not wearing gear that you just mum and dad have brought at Kmart. This is a real deal. This is your Collingwood black and white stripes. You look down, you're playing for the Collingwood Football Club. What was that moment like?
Oh, really special. You see the history behind the Collingwood Football Club and the people before you that have worn the jumper, and we get people, we like to connect with our history. We get people in, past players, speaking about what it means to them, and you hear that, and then you sort of just have that sort of moment where you look at your jumper, and it's very special, and we both feel very honoured to be able to represent Collingwood, and we don't take it for granted.
Brilliant.
Yeah, feel very similar, and something that resonated with me was when Peter Dacos did present the jersey. He said that that your time's limited and you're going to hand this jumper back. So you've only got a small period of time you're going to play for Collingwood. So every time you put that jumper on, whether it's the first game or this week, it's very special, and never take it for granted.
Love that. How much do you remember about your first game? And the point that I ask about this question is the lead up to it, the night before. Did you sleep okay? When you woke up the next morning, did you have an okay breakfast? Were you nervous? Did you have butterflies? Give us a little bit of insight into that.
Oh, yeah, my first game, I'll go back probably more vivid for the Bulldogs one as your first game, your first AFL experience.
Yeah.
I remember it being a night game and just thinking, like, when you play VFL, most of the games are 1 o'clock, some 11, 2 o'clock, but just the night game starting at 7:50 on a Friday night, you're like, what am I going to do all day? So, yeah, you just try to sleep in. And I remember my car actually broke down that day, so I had to get the mechanic over and fix the engine, I think RACV or whatever, but that was actually good because it took a few hours out of my day. And before I knew it, I had to drive into Etihad. And yeah, I remember warming up and Matthew Boyd was kicking someone else and the footy just went smack bang in my head and I've just hit the deck. But yeah, so that got me ready. But yeah, I was very nervous, but it was also, you're just so happy to be playing. And we lost by 9 points and I kicked 3 points. So that was probably the reason we lost.
It wasn't, but anyway. What about you, Tars?
Yeah, I don't remember like having trouble sleeping or anything. It was. I know that it was a day game. I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday. We played Gold Coast, and I think Horse had put me into the team thinking Gold Coast had never lost to them at the SCG in the history. And then, yeah, sure enough, we lost. Yeah. So, yeah,
see it coming.
It was a bit of a grim day, but nonetheless, it was my first AFL game. Yeah.
Wow, how's that? As an elite footballer, what is something that you want to be remembered for? I've got a couple of choices for you. A match winner, a consistent contributor, a reliable teammate, someone who always gives your all, a leader. What do you think best description suits you?
For me, I just want to be like a reliable teammate. Sounds a bit boring, but as long as your teammates can trust that you're doing your role every week, that's all that matters, what the coaches and your teammates really think. So
Well said. Well said.
For me, that's all I aspire to be.
Good.
Yeah, couldn't say any better myself.
Yep, good. Okay. Who has been your best mate since arriving at the Collingwood Football Club? Who's someone that just goes,
Next to me, come on.
How good's that?
It's kind of him, but his best mate's Bruzzy. So
I've seen you two interact a lot on the field together, and it shows. Good to have you both here tonight. Who has impressed you the most down at the club with their work ethic, their professionalism, and their mindset? And Nick Dacos is not part of this answer. No, he can be. Whatever you'd like to say.
I'm not going to just say this just because he's next to me, but Lipper's one that's, he's always working on his body, making sure he gets that right, and he's always putting extra time in his rehab, recovery, like his game knowledge as well. He's probably one of the more professional persons I've met in my time of footy.
That's brilliant. Love it.
Wow, thanks, mate. I won't say you. I'll have to go back. Yeah, Das is very professional as well. We're always there on the day off doing extra recovery and stuff. But another one, obvious answer is Pendles. Yeah. He's just like, probably, I would have loved to have seen him when he was, 24, 25, see what he was doing back then. But now he's obviously always just focused on recovery and doing those extra little things, and his knowledge of the game. He's like a coach out in the field for us. So that's been just awesome to see and awesome to play with. He just helps you so much. So that's always pretty cool.
Well said, mate. Love it. Which one of these things gets you pumped the most before a game? The smell of deep heat, the smell of fresh cut grass, pulling on the jumper, strapping on the boots, a footy in your hands, or the sound of the Collingwood crowd?
4. They're all pretty good. Deep heat just takes me straight back to my childhood. I love that, like country footy rooms. But the Collingwood crowd, nothing gets me more up than that. They're so loud and they're so passionate, and you can't not get up.
That's brilliant. Love it.
No, I have to agree. The Collingwood crowd, if they ever get the Collingwood chant going pre-game, it's just like you actually get goosebumps. So that gets you up, as you would say. So definitely that. Yeah,
good. The siren has gone. You're trailing by 5. Which player do you want to have the ball in their hands to get you across the line?
Jamie. Well, he's done it. He has done it.
He's got the track record.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, all right. You've just kicked a team-lifting goal. You look up and you watch the replay on the big screen of yourself. You happen to be in a good old-fashioned full body muscle flex. Is there a point where you actually look at yourself and go, that's not bad?
When you about your goal, or?
Well,
yeah.
Both. Actually, it's about the celebration of you've just seen that the goal's been kicked and then your celebration afterwards.
I feel like you celebrate and then it's, by the time you get back and look at the screen, it's just like a close-up of you and then you're just like, yeah, it's a bit awkward, you don't know whether to look. But then you're hoping you might see the goal, so you have another look.
I've seen yours with that one that you've...
I'm always pretty happy with myself.
Good. Social media is like drinking and smoking. No one really wants to admit how much they do it or how often. But around game time, what rules do you have surrounding it? And do you put any self-imposed sanctions on when and how often you engage in it?
Nah, not really. We have to hand our phone up about 3 hours or 2.5 hours before a game, so that, we put those away. But day of game, I don't really mind. I stay on it. Nothing changes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got no real rules or anything really against using it. But yeah, like Dar said, we put our phone away, so you're pretty locked in when you're at the game.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, it's all good.
Full. Question for each of you, obviously. If you had to comment on each other's playing style or some of each other's key attributes, what would you say? Patrick, what would you say about Darcy? Darcy, what would you say about Patrick?
I'd say he's a great mark for his size. He's very courageous. People don't realise how good he is when he just runs back in a pack and just gets his arms up and takes marks, because that's very hard to do, and I don't think the average viewer would realise how good that is, and it's pretty special that he does that. And he's just very reliable in the ruck, and great teammate, great energiser around the club, gets the boys going every day, and yeah, great teammate. So yeah.
Wow, I'm
Blushing.
Wow. I'm feeling the love up here too. That was special.
He's underrated.
That was very nice, mate. Very nice.
Liffa, what do I say? His unreal kick is probably the best kick in our team. You see on the weekend, he's just able to do things that some people can't outside of the boot. I give him a little bit of shit for it because I always think it's by accident, but he always means it. And he can run all day. He works harder than any bloke on the ground. And like I said before, his knowledge of the game is really, really high. He's got a high footy IQ. And yeah, very good teammate.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, celebrates the little things.
I love that. I ask that question because I always like to see about the solidarity that comes from playing for your teammates and how you play for each other, and you two are exemplary when it comes to that. Is it sometimes weird when someone recognises you? Any funny stories from any such experience? Has anyone ever confused you with somebody else?
Channing Tatum.
Nice.
Yeah, he does look a bit like Channing Tatum. No, fun.
Magic Mike.
One time I was in bed about 10:30 and I always have Wheat Bix the next morning, and I didn't have my milk, so I went to the shops, and this guy comes up to me and goes, "Are you Pat Lipinski?" It was Damo. I never met him, and he was saying to come on the show, and here we are. So that was funny experience. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot that story was going to come out. That's a true story. We'd actually finished doing a show and we were heading back home, and Patrick was in the supermarket and there was about 3 other people, and it was about 11 o'clock at night, and I went in there to grab a couple of things, and Patrick was at the checkout, and I went, "You don't know me, but I know you, and I reckon you should come on and do this show. It's called That's Good for Footy." And he goes, "Maybe." I said, "I'll DM you," and here he is. So there you go. Sometimes go and say hello. It can work out. Thanks, mate. Good story. What's your living arrangements at the moment, boys? Who does the cooking? Who does the chores? And who does the shopping and the cleaning?
I've got it pretty good. Yeah, I've got my missus. She does pretty much everything.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm very lucky though.
That's
I do
good.
appreciate it.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, I live with my girlfriend as well, and yeah, I'd say I'm the chef of the household.
Yes.
And yeah, we both do whatever, a bit of shopping.
50-50 share
Yeah,
split.
but Darcy, I always get into him because he's got the easiest life ever. Yeah, his partner's very good and does some great things for him.
Shout out Adrian.
Yeah, shout out Adrian.
Nice. Well done. Okay. A typical a tactical type of player is one that knows when to slow the game down, take his time handing the ball back to the umpire, kicks it backwards if he needs to, cramps up at the necessary time. Who best summarises that role at the club in your mind?
I'd say Sidey comes to mind. I don't know why. I just feel like he's good at those type of things.
Yeah.
Very smart player.
Yeah.
Has been forever. So.
Sidey or Pendles, they've been doing it for years. Their knowledge is unreal.
Yeah, I agree. Sounds perfect. What's more annoying for you, picking up a dropped iPhone over the fence or seeing a sign with somebody asking for your boots?
I've given up on the dropped iPhone now. I used to always pick it up and hand it back and have a bit of fun with it. But there's about 30 iPhones on the MCG ground now. It's just like I can't
Ground
do all
staff
of it.
can look after that. Yeah.
Oh, that was it was a good little trend on TikTok. So all the kids want to jump in on that, which is fair. The boots is a bit annoying because I don't have many boots, so you don't have too many. So they always ask them for the ones you're wearing, and you're like, kind of need them. So it is a bit annoying.
Yeah, I hear you.
Especially pre-game when it's like, well, they're the only pair I got. So.
When you were giving away the signed kids' footies at the end of the game, what are you looking out for in the crowd?
This would be a funny one, but on the weekend I look for the shyest kid almost.
Nice.
Yeah, so I look for the kid not so desperate and he's just looks a little bit nervous and his parents are pointing to him. So I go for that kid.
Oh, beautiful. Excellent.
I love that. Yeah, I might start to. I normally go for the kid that's just like, he really wants it. But then I normally choose from about 50 metres away and then, there's probably
focusing.
5 kids around and I know who I'm going to and then don't really look and then, But that's a good idea, the shy kid. That's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Everyone's going to start acting shy now.
Yeah, I know. You'll turn up to the football and they'll be all timid like Bambi. Oh, my God. What is your reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
I don't know.
Come on, what's going on, everyone? Nice.
That's great. Similar, there's not too many, but like I said before, I think I mentioned it before, when you see a kid with a number on the back, you just kind of pinch yourself. It's so cool because you envision you were that kid for someone else one day. So, it's amazing.
Absolutely. Love it, Patrick. Which club did you dislike the most when you were growing up? Was there a particular club that stood out for you?
Probably Collingwood. Yeah, as a kid. I don't know, I feel like everyone hates Collingwood if you don't go for them. So,
No, it was Freo because I grew up in
Perth.
Albany. So,
Yep.
the rivalry.
Yep. You're either on one or the other. Who was the AFL club that you like to beat the most in your current?
Yeah, probably Carlton.
Yeah.
Carlton. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. On the count of 3, don't look at each other, look out into the crowd. But give me your answer at the same time. Which club has got the most feral supporters? 1, 2, 3.
Port Adelaide.
I think I heard Port Adelaide from both of them. There you go. Put your hands together for them. Thank you. That was great. What we're going to do now, I'm going to move into another little segment. This is one that we've just recently introduced to the show. I'll explain it as I go, but I'll introduce it off the top. It's called speed mating. All right, so simple rules here, guys. You're going to have 60 seconds. There's going to be a clock ticking. Sam's going to put that on for you. I'm going to ask 15 questions. You don't have to answer all 15. You just get through as many as you can. In that time, just listen to what each other's answer is because it could come back to bite you later on. All right, so I'm just going to ask those questions. Who would like to go first out of you two?
Yep, I'll go.
Okay, great. Excellent. Thank you, Patrick. All right, here we go. So time starts now with your 60 seconds on the clock. Here comes your first question. Who did you grow up supporting and who was your favourite footballer?
Western Bulldogs and Brad Johnson.
What is the one headline you would like to wake up and read about yourself?
Gee, I got no idea. That's we win a premiership.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Who has been your toughest opponent to match up on?
Camden McIntosh.
Who was the last person you spoke to on your phone?
Probably my girlfriend.
Who is the best kick at the club?
Nick Dacos.
Give us one word that describes what footy means to you.
Fun.
Your first goal was against who?
Freo.
What's your favourite dish to eat?
Paella.
What's the best artist or concert you've ever seen?
Taylor Swift.
Favourite movie?
Favourite movie? Invictus.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Tomato sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
Pyjamas, boxer shorts, jocks or naked when it comes to bedtime?
Jocks.
All right. Oh, there you go. All right, 13 questions. Really good. 13 out of 15. That's great. So, hope you were paying attention. That's going to come back. All right. So we're going to do the same. All right, we're going to do the same. 60 seconds on the clock. Same 15 questions. It'll start with your first one, Darcy. Now, who did you grow up supporting, and who was your favourite footballer?
Eagles, Dean Cox.
What is the one headline you'd like to wake up and read about yourself?
Darcy Cameron wins the lotto.
Oh, nice. Who's been your toughest opponent to match up on?
Max Gorn.
Great. Who was the last person you spoke to on your phone?
Lipper.
Who was the best kick at the club?
Pendles.
Give us one word that describes what footy means to you.
Everything.
Your first goal was against who?
Oh, Eagles.
What's your favourite dish to eat?
Foe.
What's the best artist or concert you've ever seen?
Taylor Swift.
Favourite movie?
What's it called? Interstellar.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy. Tomato
Sauce, fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
Pyjamas, boxer shorts, jocks? Or
Naked.
naked? All right. Aisle or window seat on a plane?
Window.
And left or right-handed side of the bed?
Closest to the door.
All right. Well done. Excellent. Thanks, guys. All right. We'll see where that one goes later. All right. So your time will start with your first question, and as soon as you think you know the answer, just buzz in. The boys will keep score. We'll see where we go. Which Collingwood player has played the most games in the history of the club?
Luca.
Is it A, Scott Pendlebury? Is it B, still side bottom? Or is it C, Tony Shaw? Maggie?
Tony Shaw.
No. You can steal the points.
Pendles.
Pendles, it is correct.
Such an easy
And for a bonus point, can you tell me how many games he's played up to right now?
Maggie's. 392.
392 is correct. You get a point each. There you go. Well done. Question number 2. How many VFL, AFL Grand Finals has the Collingwood Football Club played in?
Luca.
Luca,
50.
come down a bit. Maggie?
I say 27.
No. This is AFL Grand Finals that the Collingwood Football Club has played in, won or lost. So it's
Yeah.
adding them all together. You say 27. Luca, do you want to have another stab?
I've got no clue.
No idea? Okay, it was 43. No points. Who is your team's captain?
Maggie's.
Maggie?
Darcy Moore.
Correct. Out of these three players, who has captained the Collingwood Football Club the most? Wait until you hear all three. Is it A, Scott Pendlebury? Is it B, Tony Shaw? Or is it C, Nick Maxwell? Luca. Pendles is correct. And for a bonus point, can you tell me who else has captained the Collingwood Football Club as many times as Scott Pendlebury? Which is 9 for those playing along at home. No? No takers?
Bucks.
Yes! You got it. Well done, champ. Nathan Buckley is correct. All right, 3 versus 2. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
Maggie's.
Maggie?
First.
First is correct. Who wears the number 6 at your club?
Maggie's.
Luca?
Mitchell.
Yep, Tom Mitchell is correct. This is for 2 points, player and goals. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2023 and how many goals did they kick?
Maggie's.
Maggie?
It was Brody Myercheck.
It was. That's 1 point. How many goals do you think?
Like 40?
Close. Luca, do you want to have a guess?
It's either 41 or something.
No, 47. 47. So just 1 point, Caitlin. Question number 8. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
Luca. 17.
No.
Maggie's.
Yes.
16.
Other way, 18.
I was 18.
Bad luck. How many losing grand finals has the Collingwood Football Club played in? Luca.
27.
27 is correct. Well done.
I was going to say
there
too
you
many.
go. So you got the point? Yes? There we go. Closest to within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have?
Maggie's.
Yes.
I want to say 112,000.
112,000.
I was going to say 106,000.
How many were you going to say?
106,000.
You've got it. That'll do. There you go. All right.
How many was it?
Sorry?
How many?
105, 897. Yeah, so pretty close. How many premierships has your club won?
Maggie's.
Maggie.
16.
Correct. All right, what are we looking at? 6 versus 5. All right. Getting down to the pointy end. Who was the Collingwood player who won the Norm Smith medal in the... Yes.
I didn't hear the year. Yeah. I was going to say Bobby Hill.
Who?
Bobby Hill, I'm just going to say it.
No.
Yeah, but-
Say the rest of the question. Say the rest of the question.
Yeah, I can give you the rest of the question. Who was the Collingwood player who won the Norm Smith medal in the 2010 grand final?
Maggie's. Well, we got to specify which one. Scott Pendlebury won the.
It's only the Collingwood player that I want, so you've
Yeah,
done it.
Scott Pendlebury,
Yeah,
yeah.
well done. Good girl. All right, here we go. This is for 3 points. Look at the scores. Oh, my God. See where we go. There's 3 more questions to go, but this question is actually worth 3 points. This is player, year and votes. How many votes, what year, and who was the last Collingwood player to win a Brownlow medal?
Luca. James Swan,
That's 1 point.
2011.
That's 2 points.
I've got
Have a guess at the votes.
26.
No, Maggie?
All right. 24.
Close, 34. Had a 4 in it. Okay, so 2 points, Luca. All right.
Fair enough.
So you've got 2 more questions. What year did your team last win a grand final?
Maggie's.
Maggie.
No. I'm going to say 2010.
Well, I hope you wouldn't.
2023.
Well, I
What
thought it
year
was
did-
going to be before 2023. It was going to be the end of the
No, the question is, what year did your team last win a grand final? And your answer would be
2023.
2023. And who was it? Who did they play?
Brisbane.
Maggie's.
Brisbane. You can have a point each. How's that? Whew. This is now the last question. All right. So what have we got? 9 versus 7. All right. How many points did you win that grand final by?
Maggie's.
Maggie. 4 it is. Pipped at the post by 1. 8 versus 9. Luca, guess what? You're simply the best. 9 versus 8. Congratulations to both of you. Maggie, we really don't have any losers on this show, okay, because that was very valiant, okay? You've won a merchandise pack, that's good Footy merchandise pack, which boys will pass over to you. Luca, you ready for it? Congratulations to our Simply the Best winner. You have just scored yourself a set of Yamaha TW EF3A earbuds valued at $99, right? What an awesome prize. We hope you enjoy them and have a huge thank you to Yamaha and they give you heaps of listening pleasure. Yamaha earbuds, $99 are yours. Well done. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks, Luca. Beautiful. All right. Okay, I'm too sexy. All right, let's go with your first question. 60 seconds on the clock. Who did he grow up supporting and who was his favourite footballer?
Dogs, Brad Johnson.
Yep.
What is the one headline he would like to wake up and read about himself?
Pies win premiership.
Yep.
Beautiful. Who was his toughest opponent to match up on?
Camden McIntosh.
Yep.
Who was the last person he spoke to on his phone?
His girlfriend.
Yep.
What did he say? Who did he say was the best kick at the club?
Nick Dacos.
Yep.
What one word would he use to describe what footy means to him?
Fun.
Yep.
His first goal was against who?
Freo.
His favourite dish to eat is?
Paella.
Yep.
Best artist of concert was?
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
What's his favourite go-to movie?
Invictus.
Yep.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Fridge in the cupboard or...
Fridge.
Yes.
Yep.
Pyjamas, boxer shorts or naked?
Jocks.
Yep.
We didn't go any further. It was aisle or window seat on a plane. You can make it up.
He'd be window.
And left or right-handed side of the bed.
Left.
Yep.
That was brilliant.
That was everything.
Wow. That's a total score of 15. Yeah. It's all right. Beautiful. No, you've done well. That was fantastic. Jeez, he's attentive, isn't he? They know each other very well, these two.
Tough to beat.
Love it. Well done, boys. Well done. All right, Pete, you're up, mate. Patrick's going to be answering the questions. You just give us a yep for each one that he gets right. Who did he grow up supporting and who was his favourite footballer?
West Coast and Dean Cox.
Yep.
What is the one headline he would like to wake up and read about himself?
Darcy Cameron wins Lotto.
Yep.
Who has been his toughest opponent to match up on?
Max Gorn.
Yep.
Who was the last person he spoke to on his phone?
Me.
Yep.
Who did he say was the best kick at the club?
Pendles.
Yep.
What one word did he use to describe what footy means to him?
Everything.
His first goal was against who?
West Coast.
His favourite dish to eat is?
Fur or Fo, or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah.
Best artist or concert?
He's at Taylor Swift.
What's his favourite go-to movie?
Interstellar.
Yep.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy.
Cupboard or fridge for tomato?
Fridge.
Pyjamas, boxers or naked for
he
bed?
was
Ooh,
naked.
Yeah. Aisle or window on a plane?
Window.
Left or right-handed side of the bed?
Closest to the door.
Seriously, brilliant. Loved it, boys. Before you came, sorry, Tenny, you don't mind, we'll just do a show first. What I was going to say, before you two came, you said you were close and you have a relationship on the field, now off the field. That just explained it. If you haven't, that was brilliant. Thank you, boys. You guys were fantastic. You two were even better because you just had to keep turning it over, and you did that. Both of you get to take home That's Good for Footy merchandise pack, all right? There's lots of goodies in there for you. So congratulations to both of you. Well done. Thanks, guys. Good on you. Love it, love it, love it. All right, it is a footy panel show, boys, so very quickly I'm just going to talk about a couple of things football related, and then we'll move on to the next part of the show. We'll go through just how things are going in perspective. Pies form, 3 losses, 5 wins and a draw, sitting 8th on the ladder. Next game, MCG on Saturday against Adelaide. Out at the moment, Mitchell appendix, Elliott back soreness, DeGoey groin, Myercheck hammy, McCreary concussion, McStay knee, but could be back sooner than anticipated. I don't really need you to say much on that, but that's just the state of where things are at the moment. I say all this, but as we saw last week, it gives a chance for young boys to step up and make the most of their opportunities. That's what I'd like to talk about. And I think the opportunities that have been given to the young guys that have come into the team have given a newfound vigour and a newfound passion. They have seen you boys win a flag in 2023. They want to be part of that, and they know that if this is their opportunity to come out and be the best they can be. What are you seeing from the players that have just been coming in over the last couple of weeks due to the injuries that have occurred?
Yeah, they've all been really good. They've all played really great games over the last few weeks, and I think they bring great energy to the group. You obviously see their goals and how much they mean for the whole team. You know, we're so happy to celebrate, guys like Lockie Sullivan and Joey Richards kicking their first goals, and for Finn McRae to kick 3. And he's, traditionally a midfielder. So, it just brings a lot of life to the team, and keeps everyone trying to play their best because they're all so ready to play AFL every week. So it's amazing for us.
How exciting is it for you, Darcy, to watch these new kids come through and they're fresh and they've got so much energy and they're coming out and they're doing exactly what's expected of them?
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, they look hungry, and I think that's one way to put it. Is just been starved of opportunity for so long, and I think me and Lipper sort of feel the same way when we weren't playing games. When you do come in, you just want to grab that opportunity with both hands and not let go. So, and that's what they're doing at the moment. It makes it tough for the coaches to pick a team each week, which is a good problem to have. We're just lucky. Yeah.
Brilliant, love it. No doubt the team message has been or will be hunt and chase, protect the corridor, take on every opportunity, apply pressure both on the ball carrier as well as on the scoreboard, make your tackle sticks and be effective with your ball use. It's pretty well spot on. So told you we wouldn't have to discuss it. Your thoughts on this statement? Experience is advantageous, so much so that it becomes less of what you say and more of what you do. You play with someone long enough and this basically becomes instinctual. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. You also probably throughout the week you're constantly going through the game plan and walking through things, and like you said, we get coached a lot, but they really preach, the players to be kind of coaches out in the field. So that helps all the things become instinctual, and everything that happens in the game, we train throughout the week and throughout the pre-season. So you can just go out there and play freely. So I guess we live by that mantra. With what you said.
Great, excellent. That's enough for that. That's just perfect. Good luck for the rest of the season. Go Pies is what I wanted to say, but I just wanted to add this little bit in because as all of you would be aware, round 16 through to 24 have just come out. Talk about some scintillating run home, and the matches are nothing short of blockbusters. Check these out. Round 17, Bombers, you play on July the 5th. Round 18, Cats, July 12th. Round 19, Hawks. Round 20, Tigers. Round 21, Blues. All of those games, MCG. All right? Fantastic. Round 22, SCG. You come up against the Swans on August the 9th. Come back down to Melbourne. Round 23, the Lions, August 17th. Round 24, the Demons, yet to be announced, TBC. Those are some blockbuster games. Tell us how excited you get when you look at that as a fixture and know between rounds 16 and 24, those are the kind of teams you're going to be playing, and that's the kind of football.
So exciting, you get to play in these big games, and that's the reason why we're so lucky to play for Collingwood, is because you get to play in front of 70 to 90,000 each week. The last few weeks in front of our huge crowds has been so much fun, but that to finish the season, and it's a really good opportunity. They are hard teams, all of them, but that going into finals could set us up for a lot of success if we go in there with some form. You'll get finals like games there. You got Demons, Hawks, when on their day they turn it on. They challenged us last time. And Bombers, Cats, Blues. It's all going to be like finals like footy. So it's a perfect test they're going into September.
Do you get goosebumps, Patrick, when you actually look at that and you think it's going to be between 70 and 90,000 people at nearly all of those games, apart from the SCG because they can't hold it just due to capacity, and maybe not the Hawks and Tigers, let's not get too carried away, but when you talk Bombers, Cats, Blues, Swans, Lions, Demons.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, you kind of look back the last few weeks playing the Bombers and Carlton, we had like 88 and 93,000, so hopefully we can get similar crowds in those games at the back half of the year. But yeah, it gets you very excited, and it's cool to, like you said, we've got 5 or 6 games at the MCG, which we always love. So it's always nice. Playing the G is always fun. So that'll be very good when we get to that point of the year.
And you've noticed I've written down here the youngsters getting their chance. Big games in front of huge crowds. It doesn't get any better. Those youngsters, if you've got the form, and they're still fortunate enough to get picked and play in these big games, it's going to put them in good stead for the rest of their football future. Huge, massive. Put your hands together for the boys. Well done. Great to have you all along to a Collingwood night here at the Mulgrave Country Club. How good's it back here, Sam? How good's this? We were really rapt to be back at the Mulgrave Country Club. We've been doing shows here for quite a while. We hope you enjoyed your night here. We hope you enjoyed your meal, the service. The people are wonderful here at the Mulgrave Country Club, and we love coming back here. What I just wanted to let you know is we've got a couple more shows coming up. I'll be locking them away over the coming weeks, all right, as we see a little bit more momentum and ticket sales start to increase. What I'd like to let you know that if you're interested in coming along to any of the live shows, because they're always better live, you need to get onto the website, which is www.that'sgoodfooty.com.au/events, or go through when you see the links up on the Facebook page. The next That's Good Footy panel show is right here, again, on May the 22nd, next Wednesday, with Essendon's Kyle Langford and Sam Durham. Which will be obviously here at the Mulgrave Country Club in Wheelers Hill. Then on June the 12th, at this stage, we are heading to the Chirnside Park Country Club, which is in 68 Kingswood Drive in Chirnside Park, for a Collingwood show with Brodie Myercheck and Bobby Hill, last year's Norm Smith medalist. So remember, if you want to get your tickets, go through those links as I just pointed out. The last thing that I want to do now is just say thank you to Sam, my sound guy. Thank you to the lovely Sandy. Please put your hands together for him. Just remember, your photos will be up on the That's Good Footy website, Facebook page. Go on and sign up. So if you want to know when shows are going to be coming, you need to get on there and sign up, and that's where you'll get all the information, because it'll be sent to you. Can I please now just ask you to do one last thing? Could you please put your hands together for Patrick Lipinski and Darcy Cameron? Seriously fantastic having the boys back on the show. Patrick, I thank you because you've done a couple of shows with me. Darcy, second time back. Great to have you here as well. Boys, please pick up your microphones. I just want you to tell the Collingwood faithful whatever you want to tell them.
Well, thanks for coming and listening to us tonight. Hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed your feed and the photos and signatures, and I hope we can get a win for you on Saturday. So you all have a happy weekend.
Beautiful.
Paddy nailed it. Thanks for having us. Had a fat time. Appreciate the love. Cheers, guys.
How nice is that? Well done, well said. We've got a birthday in the room. Congratulations, happy birthday, enjoy. Hope it all goes well for you. What I wanted to say is thanks to all you fans for coming along, supporting the event, supporting the night. This has been the Collingwood night with these two lads. My name is Damien. Thank you and good night. Cheers, everyone.